PlayStation.
Hi, I'm Mark Cerny. I'm excited to be here to talk about the newest addition to our console lineup, PlayStation 5 Pro, and how it advances gaming technology. But first, I want to take just a minute to look at what we put in the original PlayStation 5 and how it delivers an exceptional gaming experience. When PS5 debuted in 2020, it brought a lot to the table. 8 Zen 2 CPU cores form the brains of PlayStation 5 and enable high-speed complex gameplay, with character counts reaching into the hundreds and frame rates that can be as high as 120 frames a second. PS5 has a powerful RDNA 2 GPU, which can render anything from intricate details to fantastic worlds with vast panoramas to explore. Ray tracing allows for dramatic visual improvements, including reflections off of water or glass, and the realism that comes from real-time global illumination. A custom SSD can load data at breathtaking speed, resulting in ultra-fast transitions between game worlds and data streaming rates so high that traversal speeds are essentially unlimited.
You okay? I'm working on it!
Tempest 3D audio tech brings an unparalleled sense of immersion to the sound of the games. With audio so real, you may not even need to see the enemies to know exactly where they are. Finally, the DualSense controller has haptics that let you feel through your hands what your character is experiencing inside of the game. It's wonderful to see such variety and richness of game experiences. Creators have made amazing use of the hardware capabilities, but when I talk to them, I do hear about their desire for more graphics performance. The dreams of the developers are bigger than can be supported at 60 frames per second, and that leads to an aspect of modern gaming that we're all familiar with: graphics modes. It can be a difficult choice for players. Fidelity modes emphasize the visuals, typically through higher resolution rendering. These modes might also have enhanced detail or use more ray tracing. But the games only run at 30 frames per second. The visuals can be choppier and the controls less responsive. Performance modes emphasize frame rate and interactivity, typically choosing to run at 60 frames per second, mainly by reducing the graphical detail until those frame rates can be achieved. When asked to decide on a mode, players are choosing performance about 3/4 of the time. Removing that decision, or at least narrowing that divide, is one of the key targets for PlayStation 5 Pro. We want to give players the graphics that the game creators aspire to, at the high frame rates that players typically prefer. To do that, PS5 Pro substantially improves over PlayStation 5 in 3 ways. Here's what we call the Big 3. First, we made the GPU much larger and increased the speed of the memory it uses. The result is rendering that's up to 45% faster. Second, we made major upgrades to the ray tracing, taking a streamlined and accelerated approach that allows calculation of the rays at double or even triple the speeds of PlayStation 5. And finally, we added custom hardware for machine learning and an AI library called PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, or PSSR for short. PSSR analyzes the game images pixel by pixel and can add an extraordinary amount of detail, which boosts the effective resolution of the games. Game creators are adding PS5 Pro support to new and existing titles, and with the big three involved, the results can be pretty amazing, with graphics showing something like fidelity levels of detail, but at double the frame rate. Here's The Last of Us Part 2 running on PS5 Pro. It has huge amounts of detail and targets a super smooth 60 frames per second. Let's compare this to the fidelity mode on PS5, which is only running at 30 frames per second and is therefore much choppier.
Don't stop! We gotta lose.
This goal of delivering almost fidelity-like graphics at performance frame rates has been achieved for a broad set of titles, including Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. We can see that PS5 Pro is close to doubling the power of PlayStation 5. Another way to compare the two consoles is to look at PS5 Pro versus Performance mode on PS5, both of which target 60 frames per second. What we see here is a difference in detail. PS5 Pro is much sharper and crisper than PS5. For this, my favorite is the parade scene from Ratchet & Clank. Distant details are much clearer. And here we can see Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is noticeably higher resolution throughout the scene, including the trees and procedural cars. So overall, some remarkable improvement to the games. On PS5 Pro, we can see increased sharpness to the graphics or smoother and more responsive gameplay. This is the big three showing their value. As you've been seeing, machine learning via the PSSR library is being used quite broadly to add pixel detail and boost frame rate. But there are as many approaches as there are game engines. The increase in raw GPU power is being especially effective for Horizon Forbidden West. Apart from the detail boost, that extra graphics power is allowing for improvements to lighting and visual effects, as well as to the hair and the skin in cinematics.
Open up, guys. Jorv's orders.
Good enough for me.
Ray tracing is finding broad usage as well, particularly when the games are focused on higher frame rates. The faster hardware in PS5 Pro can make a real difference. Allowing Gran Turismo 7 to add ray-traced reflections between the cars in gameplay, while continuing to support their targeted 60 frames per second. That boost in ray tracing is also delivering big wins for Hogwarts Legacy, allowing not only for better reflections and a greater variety of reflective surfaces, but also for further realism in the casting of shadows. I hope you've enjoyed this run-through of the technology behind PlayStation 5 Pro. Simply put, it's the most powerful console we've ever built, and a worthy addition to the PS5 family. Let me wrap this up by giving you a quick look at a number of games running on the new console.
You'll never break a legend, 'cause they don't know we are legendary.
Don't let me hang.
Close your eyes. It'll be worth it.
Okay.
Did I do it? Oh, what is this? What's with all the neon?
Hi, I'm Kristen Zatani with PlayStation Blog, and today all of us at Sony Interactive are so excited to debut the PlayStation 30th Anniversary Collection as part of PlayStation's 30th anniversary. To do that, I'm being joined by someone who can show us exactly how special this collection is. Hideaki Nishino, CEO of Sony Interactive Platform Business Group. Nishino-san, nice to see you.
Hi, Kristen. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, of course.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. As you know, the original PlayStation debuted in Japan on December 3rd, 1994. We knew that in 2024, to celebrate this 30th anniversary milestone, we had to create something that honored the history and joy that PlayStation has brought us all since the 90s. And I do mean all of us, past and present employees, fans and players around the world, all of our amazing partners, and even colleagues and competitors. We've all shared and challenged each other, experienced so many amazing games and moments together. I truly want to express my gratitude and appreciation to everyone who's let PlayStation into their lives.
Well, we are honored to be able to take this first look at the 30th Anniversary Collection. So let's take a look first at the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition 30th Anniversary Limited Edition bundle. Now, this PS5 looks pretty familiar for me.
Yeah. So obviously, we bring the original gray color back to this PS5 Digital Edition. And then it's panel, but also the main body has a gray coloring as well.
Nice. Can you tell me a little bit more about some of the things we're seeing?
Yeah. So on the front, when you look at this trace, it has the PlayStation 30th Anniversary printing. And then on top, there's a PlayStation logo in the original full-color version as well.
Very cool. Well, my favorite thing that I've spotted already is I see something on the back here. The logo has been sort of updated.
Yeah. So this is uniquely designed for this anniversary. And then we are printing inside of the panel as well. So maybe you don't notice about it. But,
right on the inside, that texture.
And then we also designed the unique vertical stand for this design as well with the color match.
That's right, it's gray, the original gray. Very cool.
So whole package, you will enjoy the original flavor of the PlayStation. So let's talk about the DualSense.
Yeah.
In the center, there's an original color version of the PlayStation logo.
Looks fantastic.
And then you might be noticed about the button color.
The original colors.
Yeah, so this has been done by Tokyo Engineering. 4 layers of color printing on the Family Mark side, and then 3 layers of color printing on the bottom side.
I love seeing the original
Make
colors.
sure the original color is coming back. And then you might be noticed on the grip side as well.
It matches the inside of the console.
Yeah, so this has the 30 years anniversary version of the shapes as well.
That texture, I love it.
Yeah.
All right, and then is this the controller cable here?
Yeah, it is.
Let's take a look at that. Looks kind of familiar too.
Yeah. So maybe you remember the moment like when you plug your controller into the original PlayStation.
Oh, yeah.
This is the connector.
I love that.
So today we use USB-C for this charging cable, but we want to bring back some memory. When you start playing it, that's what we wanted to do.
I love it. And it's also got these PlayStation-shaped cord ties. It's one of the few accessories that come with the bundle. Some stickers, we got a paper clip as well, but very cool to check out the bundle all together.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, well, now that we're done with the bundle, what is this over here?
So let's pick this up.
Yeah.
This is a limited edition 30th anniversary PlayStation Portal.
I love the PlayStation Portal. Seeing it in these original gray colors looks so cool. The buttons.
Yeah, and you can find the PlayStation logo in original color as well. The same as the DualSense, we have this script has a printing of the 30 years anniversary version of the shapes.
And then what's this on the back?
Yeah, so there's a printing of the PlayStation 30th anniversary as well.
Very cool. I love that. Now, does the Portal come with the bundle?
No, Portal is sold separately, and the DualSense is available separately as well.
Very cool. All right, well, let's go ahead and take a look at the PlayStation 5 Pro 30th Anniversary Limited Edition bundle. This looks fantastic. It is so excited to see the Pro, those original colors. But what else is going on with the Pro that you can tell me about?
Yeah, so the difference from the original standard version is each individual unit has a unit number.
Nice.
Because we are going to sell 1 to 300 units globally only.
12,300 for the anniversary date for 12 days, December 3rd.
True. And then we also have an embossed printing of the PlayStation 30th year anniversary.
Let's pick that up and take a look at it. Very cool. So this is different from the original PS5.
Yeah.
Love that. Nice. Well, it's got the gray vertical stand and some of the same accessories as the PS5 bundle. But this has all the features of the PlayStation Pro.
Yeah, so this is the PS5 Pro. So it comes with the 2TB SSD and a Wi-Fi 7 network capability as well.
Nice. Well, I know what also sets this bundle apart is we got the charging station and the DualSense Edge wireless.
So this DualSense is also special version as well. So the 30-year anniversary shapes printing on a touchpad. And then look, this adaptive trigger.
Oh, the texture on it.
Yeah.
The symbols. Very cool.
So we knew two controllers coming to this bundle as well. So we painted the charging station with the original color as well. And look at this case for the DualSense Edge. It has the original color, family mark in the front, and then on the back, there's a 30
Got the
years
30th
anniversary
anniversary.
symbols as well.
Now, the DualSense Edge is also available separately, like the DualSense and PlayStation Portal, correct?
That is correct.
Very cool. Well, it has been so much fun checking out the full collection. Is there anything else that we want to share with folks?
Yeah, we designed the packaging for those products in a unique way as well. So I hope you will enjoy the out-of-the-box experience as well.
Very cool. Well, you can head to PlayStation Blog to read the full packaging details and all the accessories. And pre-orders begin September 26th.
Thank you for joining us today, and here's to 30 years of play. Let's celebrate together.
PlayStation. PlayStation.